Taurus, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early March 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, right down to work. We'll get an oracle card going here for you real quick, just so we could take a little test of the energy before we fully get underway. So my guides and spirit team, talk to me about the lovely Taurus collective here in early March. What's going on, my friends? We're going to have a little bit of fun today, Taurus. And yeah, we'll just look at this first card real quick, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'm going to pull you a bonus card with the Shadowland Tarot just to see what type of shadows might pop up or what shadow work you might want to lean into in this time. And that's always very interesting. There's so much here for you to consider, so only take what hits. Everything else, you could just throw it out the damn window. Don't worry, it won't hurt my feelings. Let's get it going, though. What do we have here for Taurus? Thank you. Okay, so the dreamy, etheric energy, the etheric mind, this could be the importance of your dreams or your feelings, emotions, but before we speak about it, we're going to have to really dissect that card. I'll be talking about the March subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you're active on Twitter, my handle's @KyleofCups. Please feel free to tweet me things. But into the card we go. It's pretty plain to see that this person looks like they're taking a little bit of a snooze or a nap, but it feels very imaginative and dreamy. Yeah, she has a book and she's writing something down, so it can speak about the importance of communication, whether it's communicating your feelings or maybe wanting to have a certain type of conversation with somebody. But this is the active mind here. Similar to the Four of Cups, you might be daydreaming a little more than you normally do, caught in the head a little bit. That's this vibe here. But you could be getting a lot of different signs and visions and dreams from spirit trying to like send you or guide you down a specific path when I see this card. But we'll see how it all plays in together with the reading itself. But if none of that hits, it could be creativity and imagination being prominent in this time, which is a good thing. But let's get into the tarot now. We're going to get you 3 in the upright, then we'll intuitively clarify, as always. So let's see what's going on for the lovely Taurus collective here in early March. We'll see how everything links together now. The last 2 weeks, I've been seeing much more positive energies. Last week's was big win incoming for you. The week before that was a sudden victory. And I always say wins and victories come in all different shapes and sizes, whether it's just having yourself a good day or a moral victory of some kind. Sometimes it can even be life-changing, but the energies have felt much more positive because the weeks before that were a little choppy. You know, life is all about cycles. But let's get these first 3 out here. Energy's always shifting, always changing. Wow, we have the Wheel of Fortune starting us off. I'd say that's a nice way to start. I don't want to get too carried away on that, but that's one of my favorite cards for sure. So starting off a reading with the Wheel of Fortune is always a good thing. Could be karmic as well. Thank you. All right, we have the Four of Swords taking up the center. Interesting mixture of energy. One is very action-based, one is very still. So we might be touching on various topics here. Okay, now here's the realm of emotion showing up when our good friend, the King of Cups, aka Kyle of Cups with a beard, having himself a little beverage on that card right there. But we're going to go through here and I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get the juicy intuitive stuff. Interesting elemental mixture. We have a major arcana. We have swords, which is the mind. We have cups, which is emotion. So in position number 1, the Wheel of Fortune. It is cycle-based. It could speak about the cycles of life, but I always see this card as like a 4-leaf clover, a good luck charm. So good things might be coming your way. There might be big transformations, changes, and shifts. We'll just have to see what clarifies this card, but I love the Wheel of Fortune. Even if the clarifier is a little dicey, this just says luck is on your side. Something might swing for you in a better direction, but it is a karmic card. So it could speak about karmic situations. It is a card of movement, like perpetual movement. So when we get into the Four of Swords right next to it, that's why it's like go, stop, go, stop. Another thing I've been seeing with earth signs this week, the stop, go type of energy. The Four of Swords, it could be rest-based, like you might be running yourself down a little bit. You might need to heal yourself, recuperate, mind, body, soul, take care of yourself. But similar to what I was saying about dreams, the Four of Swords is one of my cards of sleep, of rest, of recuperation. And when we link it with the imaginative stuff, I was saying the vivid dreams, I would absolutely watch and jot down your dreams in this time, because you could be receiving some interesting insights and messages, but you might need to take a rest, okay? Because the Four of Swords is not a card of movement and action. It's a card of pumping the brakes, putting a stop to something or slowing something down. Moving to the back, and know we have the King of Cups himself right here. Look at him right there, swigging right out of that wine bottle. Now, this could represent a water sign in your life: Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Kings represent control of their respective suits. So the King of Cups himself would be emotional control. It could represent love. It could represent romantic situations, creativity, like we were speaking with that card initially as well, artisticness. So we're absolutely gonna need to clarify all this to pull more detail, because they can mean so many different things. Let's do that though. We're gonna dive deeper and clarify. So we'll put our king friend right there. Let's shuffle it up one time for the lovely Taurus collective. Yeah, this could be various different situations or topics, but let's see what's going on. Spirit team. And yeah, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research, rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. We're going to go in on this wheel. Why is this Wheel of Fortune here for Taurus? And if you read tarot yourself, that's why this box is here. Please feel free to play along. If there's any messages you want to give to your collective, you just drop it down below, because I don't mind whatsoever. It might help somebody out, and we all learn from each other. So why is the wheel here? Thank you. Okay, we have the Five of Pentacles in the upright here. Now, normally this is a card of somebody feeling lonely, someone feeling lonesome. And I want to try to phrase this in a very light way. Somebody might be paying certain repercussions, but it's all their own doing, all their own fault. So keep that in mind. If something like, there might be rough situations happening that it's someone else's own fault that it happened. Like, that's an interesting intuitive message I'm getting here. Yeah, and somebody could just be catching a straight up dose of karma. And it looks like the rougher side of it here with the Five of Pentacles in the upright. Okay, let me show this to you, because this is a card about solitude, lonesomeness. Some of you might be in that cycle right now where you're struggling with feelings of loneliness, but with the Wheel of Fortune there, it says everything's going to be okay. So I'm getting three main messages here. I'll just breeze through them real quick once more. If something or a situation happens with someone close to you, it might be of their own doing. This can also represent a cycle that you might be in where you're feeling a little isolated or feeling alone in some type of way. But it's telling me everything's going to be okay. Things are happening for a reason, and somebody could be catching a dose of karma for sure. We're going to go in on this Four of Swords. But as I've said multiple times already, just the fact that we have a Wheel of Fortune, it makes me feel better about it, okay? Even though that's not the best energy. Let's see what's up with this Four of Swords, though. What is this Four of Swords here? Thank you. Yeah, Ace of Wands in reverse. So there might be something that you're feeling very zapped from, or you might be losing motivation towards something here. All right, that's a big vibe I'm catching here with the Ace of Wands in reverse. Now, it's giving me the double-edged sword here throughout the whole part of this reading, and there might be some warnings here depending on what clarifies the King of Cups. I really want to get to him. But like I was saying, the Four of Swords is somebody slowing down, pumping the brakes, taking a rest, recuperating. With the Ace of Wands in reverse, you just might feel zapped, or something's just draining the energy, like you just feel like you need to rest. Okay, so this is somebody that's just really tired of something or about something. So watch your energy levels, watch your energy states in this time. It's okay to rest from time to time. It's okay. And I think I saw that for you last week too, a little bit, like something about knowing when to take the foot off the gas. So this is interesting indeed. It is a warning though about your health. For sure. Like, this could be saying, like, all right, if you don't slow down, if you don't take it easy, if you don't take care of this, it might get worse. So we have a couple of little warnings here. Let's see what's up with the King of Cups. As I said, nothing seems irreparable here. We're going to see what's up with this King, then we'll do a quick little recap. Both are double-edged swords. Why is the King here? Thank you. Yeah, we have the Hierophant in reverse, and that bears extra meaning since this is a Taurus reading, okay? So for some of you, it could just be as simple as like having issues with a water sign. And for any of you that aren't too familiar with tarot, the Hierophant is one of the cards that represent Taurus, okay? The fact that it's showing up in reverse is telling me that, like, emotionally, like, you might be in roller coaster mode, or just emotionally you're just not feeling it, or something just feels off, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. We have good, we have bad. We have the yin, we have the yang showing up within this reading overall. So although there are warnings here, it doesn't mean everything's a throwaway. You might be in a transitional point of life. Like, you might be transitioning into a new cycle, which I wouldn't say is a bad thing. The Hierophant in reverse is upheaval to me, okay? It's not solid. It's shaky ground. And under this King of Cups, you see what he's doing right there, right? Like, it is a warning about your emotional state for sure. You might be a little emotionally volatile. So we have 3 little warning shots throughout this spread itself. Like I said, it's nothing treacherous. It's nothing irreparable. But it's something that you should know that in the coming days and weeks, you might be a little volatile. Or people around you could be extra volatile, okay? Just apply it to whatever situation you're going through, okay? Because Tauruses are going through so many different things. But let's go through and do a quick little recap here, then we'll get into the shadow card. In position number 1, we have the Wheel of Fortune with the 5 of Pentacles in the upright. It was giving me 3 different messages. Like I said, somebody might be catching a dose of karma. If somebody's having issues, it might be of their own doing, so to speak, or you might be in a cycle where you feel a little isolated. Moving to the very center, we have the 4 of Swords with the Ace of Wands in reverse. Somebody might be draining you energetically, or you might be struggling a little bit with motivation, get up and go. You might really need to heal yourself, mind, body, and soul. Take care of yourself. That's a warning about your health there. So we kind of have warnings about the mind, body, soul throughout this whole entire spread. And it's something I would take serious, because on the back end, we have the King of Cups, the emotional state, with the Hierophant in reverse. As I said, you might just be having issues with the water sign, but it's emotional, emotional volatility. Okay, so just know you might be up and down, up and down. You might be feeling a little disgruntled in this time, or those around you might seem very erratic emotionally. So we have some warnings here that you should heed. So Taurus, please take a screenshot of that. And we're going to get this card out here real quick, the shadow card. See what you might want to lean into here. Maybe it could help you with whatever it is you're going through. So what do we got for Taurus? Please and thank you. And this deck is illustrated in a darker way, which is okay. Because when we do shadow work, even if it's a positive card, we want to look at the dark underbelly of that. So let's get one card out here. Tie this reading up nice for Taurus with shadows. Shadows for Taurus. Yeah, being specific, usually the shadow cards pop out quick. There we go. What do we got? All right, yeah, we have the 3 of Swords, so it makes complete sense. There might be a pain that you haven't properly healed from yet here with this 3 of Swords. And you know it's one of the most iconic tarot cards in the whole deck. Okay, even people that don't know tarot, don't watch readings, know of the heart with the 3 swords in it. Anxiety, nervousness, pain. So when we are having warnings throughout the whole entire spread, this 3 of Swords hanging in the shadows is saying that there might be something affecting you, even if it's in your subconscious mind. There might be something you've repressed, or that you're trying to repress that you haven't quite dealt with yet. And for some of you, you might be linked to somebody who has little feelings of guilt too. That's something I'm catching a little intuitively here. So just beware of that. Like the 3 of Swords lingering underneath the surface. But I believe if you heed the warnings that were shown within this reading, if that reading was resonating for you and you heed those warnings, this could be resolved. I don't think it's irreparable, like I've been saying since the beginning. But yeah, Taurus, that's what I have for you, my beautiful friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the March subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the February subscriber surprise, the winners will be posted in the community tab March 1st. But for the March subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Gilded Tarot Royale. It's one of my favorite decks. So if you'd like to get your name for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments what zodiac sign vibes best with you. It has to be a different one than your own, though. So drop that in the comments. You'll be entered to win. And that's it. At the end of March, going into April, I'll announce the winners. As always, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.